If it is, then I am sorry that we've missed the first 10 minutes of the qualifying session, but new things with YouTube with the live streaming means there's been a few hitches today and yesterday as well. So it's taken a little bit of time, but we've got it working at least here for C4. So welcome to Bahrain. Sorry, I've just got to get my bearings. I wasn't sure if it was going to actually work tonight. So we are here at Bahrain. It is our second night race of the season, and Yal has already won the championship, but there's still a lot on the line as Justin has turned up for tonight, so that should make this one a quite good battle there. I said Jarl again, I meant Yari. He had said he won't be doing qualifying. He's out on an outlap right now, but I imagine if he's saying he's not going to do qualifying, he'll be coming right back in. It should make it interesting, as Bahrain is a track where you can definitely overtake. It's also a track where the strategy is everything. Do you want to get a good place on the grid? You go on softs, but you do compromise your strategy for the race. You might have to two-stop, you might have to drag the hards very far into the race. If you manage to get mediums in the top 10, that's fantastic. That's your easy one stop there, and no need to worry. And outside the top 10, I would imagine it would be a one stop medium to hard, although some people may choose to do the softs. I mean, if it's fresh softs, they'll go a bit longer and it might not be too bad on the hard. So we'll see what happens with the choices people make. We have 17 drivers tonight, including Bolgarowski, who was the first one to get the streaming working since the YouTube changes last night for C3, and he got a decent race out of that one, as you usually do. For in Bahrain, I'm trying to find a lap. I think we have Cassell. No, he's invalidated. Liam, he's faster. I hope he didn't get held up by his teammate Proud Noob. I don't know if yous are having issues with the audio in game. I can't hear it. That happens sometimes, unfortunately, during qualifying for me. But hopefully, it is just a me issue, as it usually is. It's a good purple sector there in the middle for Liam. Is coming up to the very end of the lap. Hits his brake marks quite well and gets the apex and good run onto the main straight. DRS open, still got ERS left, right to the line. It improves by almost half a second and is also half a second behind Justin. Unfortunately, Justin has missed so many races that he isn't really in the hunt, but probably could have been in the hunt. Just to say something about yesterday's C1 race, he competed in C1 as a reserve and got a fantastic 4th place from what I've heard. Haven't had time to watch it back, but what a result for our C4 champion there. But right now we're on board with Composite in the Williams. He's coming to the end of sector 2. Let's see what his time is. And here, managing the 160 going up to 170, he's down by quite a while, so he's probably made quite a big mistake earlier on in the lap. Proud Noob has invalidated his soft run. New driver, I believe, in the Ferrari of Golden. He is sitting in 3rd place right now, which is very good. And let's see where he can be at the end of this session. Only 3 minutes left, as we got here a little late. Actually, very late. It's purple. It's almost 4/10 up. Of course, Liam went purple through sector 1, so Justin must have a fantastic sector 1 or sector 3 that we haven't seen. Doesn't take all the road there, does Golden, but he takes the DRS, runs out of ERS, but it's half a second improvement, jumps in Liam into second place. Jordan, who's a couple of races ago won his first race, is looking to do well again here. He's actually a 10th down in the first sector and makes quite a critical mistake at the beginning of the first, getting on the curbs and completely wrecking that lap. Dragon Ducks, he's still going around. He's still aiming to get those points that he really wants and needs in his Alfa Romeo. Let's see where he can qualify. It could make a big difference. Only a 3/10 improvement, and it actually jumps him up into 6th. A good lap there. Jordan's actually still going round apparently, maybe to get to the pit lane in time. Composite is restarting a lap here on softs. Softs don't last very long anyway in the race, so we'll see. But these are very old softs that he's trying to set this lap on. As we see, Yari, he's just retired from the race. That'll be an overtake fest to watch, I am sure, with him coming through the field. Although he usually starts at the front, which allows him to avoid any issues at the start. This time that will not be the case. If there is any issues in the start, he may get caught up on them, so we'll see about that. Let's go a bit further up the field. Well, we've got an overtake through turn 2 there, but we've got the McLaren of Sam. He's on his flyer. He's hoping not to be held up at all. I don't know, he may have been. He definitely has been now, and that's the end of game for him. He needs to try and get back round if he wants any chance, but he's been definitely held up by the two Renaults in front. A bit of a gutter there. Brandon, his championship title hopes ended last week in Singapore. He's not. He's just going to try and put on a performance to show that he's still in there. He wants to stay on in second place. Oh, Proud Noob's been disqualified from qualifying for going the wrong way. Not sure how that's managed that. Oh no, that's pretty much wrecked Brandon's lap. Proud Noob's disqualification. His AI stays on the field at the track right at turn 10. Let's see how badly that's affected Brandon's lap in the Mercedes. He's still 2/10 up. I'm sure he was slowed down, but he is still 2/10 up. Let's see what he can get. I think that's Jun's improving. Let's see. The McLaren hits the apex, takes quite a lot of curb, doesn't take the whole run. He actually stops, or he doesn't stop, he slows down intentionally. He wants to be in 11th, he wants to start outside the top 10 on mediums. He made that decision very much there. Let's see, Liam's still out there. It looks like a slow one. Justin, he's out there still going quick. Hines, yeah, he's slow too. So Justin in his Renault, he's going round. Will he put in the lap just for fun, or will he just pit it? Let's see. He's 2/10 up actually. It's a purple setting sector. Gets a little bit of a tank slapper, but manages to save that quite easily. Going for braking zone into the final corner. Takes a kind of wide line into that, like wider than what some people straight over the line. Didn't actually get to at the time because the session headed straight away. It was a 1:25.3. Brandon's got a 5-second grid penalty, a 5 place grid penalty, so that's interesting. Justin on pole, Golden in second, Liam third, Hayward fourth, Jordan fifth, sixth Dolphy Man, seventh Dragon Ducks, Sam is in eighth, Cassell ninth, Hins 10th, Brandon 11th, but he'll drop to 16th, Ainz 12th, Bogrovsky 13th, Composite 14th, Nikia is in 15th. Yari, he'll actually start 15th, and Proudnip will start at the back. So, I guess it's not technically Yari's fault that he'll not be starting at the back in this one, but it's still going to be interesting. So, to me, I feel like this is one of the most exciting races usually, because it's a track where you can overtake. It's a fantastic track. Side by side action a lot of the time, and strategy does also play its part in this as well. There's lots of different options. Like I said earlier, you can do a two-stop if you start in the top 10, although that's likely to be slower. Or you can do the one-stop soft to hard, no one qualified on the mediums in the top 10. Or if you're outside the top 10, the likelihood is it will be a medium hard strategy. We'll see what the drivers go with in a matter of seconds. Right, so we're about ready for the formation lap here. Let's see what tyres these guys are on. Okay, here we go. So we have the top 10 on the tyres they qualified on, of course, on those softs. We'll go straight to the outside. Brandon did drop to 16th with that grid place penalty. So we have Nikia in 14th, he's starting on hards, as well as Brandon and Proud Noob. And the other four of Ainz in the Ferrari. Boldarovsky in 12th, Composite in 13th, and Yari, who is definitely on that one stop that we discussed. One starting in hards, interesting there. If they can drag the hards long enough, they could go into softs at the end. I would imagine the whole top 10, just because it's the quicker strategy, would want to do the one stop from soft to hard, although it can be difficult to control the tyres in the with the dirty air, as well as the wear rate that are on the soft tyres in particular, and pitting quite early for the hards might even make them quite difficult towards the end of the race. As per usual, hards are not really a good tyre anyway, but sometimes you need it for the strategy. And here I would imagine that everyone, unless they're doing a two-stop at the front, or in the top 10, will be using that hard tyre at some point during this race. Let's just hope it's not early on, and hope that everybody can get through the beginning of this race without any incident. Hoping for a clean turn 1 and turn 2. Turn 1, 2 and 3 basically come right at you here, but it's a long run to the first corner. We're just waiting for the back of the grid to peel into their position, and we'll be ready to go. This is second and last night race of the season, and we're about ready to get off. And it's a long hold, and now it's go time. A couple of changes at the back as Yari takes positions. A move by Dolphy Man gets himself up a few positions as well. That's nicely done. I think everyone's got through relatively unscathed, which is nice. Oh no, we got Composite round at turn 2. and Nikia. So Composite and Nikia may have came together or had their own separate incidents. In fact, Composite is at the back of, so it's Nikia that was off. Sorry about that. But the other AlphaTauri has now made a mistake and he's off as well. I think that was a mistake, either that or it was round. Golden completely overshoots turn 10. And Jordan passes Hayward with, I'm assuming he used a bit of overtake there, but overshot turn 11, and Hayward gets passed through. Yeah, already up to P10. He's got past most people that started. He's the biggest loser. He started in the top 10. He's now down in 16. Dragon Ducks makes a couple of positions too. I think we're going to see a battle here as Jordan just continues to close in on Hayward, who is not leading the race. Hayward actually making the move on Liam. Doesn't quite pull off, but he will get the overspeed. In fact, Jordan's got some speed on him. And he gets past Jordan. Sorry, and as per usual, the timing screens are full. So we got Liam chasing Jordan. It was Jordan got past Hayward. Stay past Hayward. Dragon Ducks already with a penalty, as we can see. It's not lap 3, that's why they're not using their DRS. And Yara, he gets past the Ferrari driver, and Liam, the bad luck's returned. He's around it. Which turn is this? Oh, be careful. Turn 11. He goes round at turn 11. And we have Hayward's, he's, again, it's now lap 3, there's still no DRS, that's why he's not using it. Hayward using the slipstream to close in on Jordan. Sell, he breaks, looks later than Sam and closes in. Bogorowski's just been passed by Composite, and actually they're having a wee battle through turns 1. Looks familiar, and Bogorowski keeps the position as Liam into the pits for his wing damage. Let's get further up the field in this train, which will now begin to get DRS. He manages to keep that, does Cassell. The McLaren's also running in tandem too, and of course we got Ari on the back of this. He's breaking. There was a touch. Now we got DRS, and that's gonna be an easy possession for Yari. I think Sel's looking to break later, didn't quite manage that. Now the racing point is now after the two McLarens for this race. He is like a rocket at Bahrain for definite. A bit of a lock up there for the Ferrari driver, so we'll keep an eye on with this. Yeah, starting to catch the quicker I don't mean to be insulting when I say that, but the drivers that did qualify the best and haven't had any issues is the ones he's starting to catch now, so it might not be as simple to get past. Kelly wanting aim for a podium. I told you to stop shouting for him. As soon as you say something, he goes off, and it's a safety car. Oh, Kelly in the chat starts cheering for for the Ferrari driver of Heinz, and Heinz goes off. This happens every time. Oh, it is gutting. And as I was saying, safety car's out, so that'll help him at least. He was in 9th, he's now down in 13th. Be careful with those cars even under the safety car, Jordan. That one's a lethal one. Justin's 5-second lead's obviously going to come down. Of course, I don't mean that in a bad way, Kelly. Of course, you're very correct to cheer for the drivers. Of course, a lot of people in softs are about to come into the pits. Actually, all of them. Hayward gets a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. I realise that the 5-second hasn't shown up. But yeah, it does seem that any time that you cheer on Heinz in a race, in the next minute something goes wrong, and it's happened again. I think we've actually got a lot of the let's just check pit stops. He's just got a drive-through penalty for speeding. No, for the safety car it was. So we got a couple of 5 seconds. We've got Hayward with 5 seconds and Dux with 5 seconds. He's also been passed. He's also passed Heinz. Sorry, we want to see stops. So what we've got is Proud Noob, Brandon, Bogrowski and Composite that haven't stopped. Nikia also hasn't stopped. So a number of drivers deciding to stop. Some were on the mediums and they went to hards. All the soft runners stopped. Obviously, it's a good time for them to dive off of those tyres. Absolute crap for this race. Nicky on hards in pit, Proud, Noob and Brandon. So all the ones that started on hards haven't pitted, which makes sense, of course. Let's play it out, change the position. Well, I'll say this, Proud Noob will be happy if it finishes this way. Start back and now first. Right down in 10th, so he's got some over to do again. He's still up 5 places. Liam, the most gutted out of anyone, getting a good qualifying position in 3rd. He's now down in 16th, losing 13 possessions, and Hank is down 4 possessions. We'll see what he can pull out. The safety car coming out for his own incident actually has helped him, to say the least. He doesn't lose too many positions. So I think we're waiting on the AlphaTauri of Huygens to catch up to the pack, and then we can get this race back underway. And I think obviously when you're on the hards, especially with brand new ones, and even on the used ones that 3 of our drivers are on, even Dux has done a couple of laps as well, it's actually quite difficult to warm them up behind the safety car. So we'll see exactly how that works out. Justin turns up to a race and he's doing a really good job already. He's effectively leader. In fact, this safety car has actually not helped him so much. He's on he's now on a 2-stop, unless he thinks he can drag those mediums that far. I doubt it. Myself, I managed to just about track the hards from at the end of lap 7 in C3 and they got to within puncture territory. Managed to finish the race though, so I doubt the mediums could, but the safety car is in this lap, so Proud Noob gets to control the pace. Dragon Ducks with a 5-second penalty, in which Sam has also got a 5-second penalty for that collision behind the safety car. So let's see who gets the best start off the line. Not Proud Noob. Proud Noob is going to get overtaken for the lead of the race. They're still side by side though, and Proud Noob, he manages to keep the position, a bit of touching. Yai gets through at turn 1 on Doppy Man. And we're on the right battle here as Jordan gets past Golden, who's on hards for this so that's really helped him. There's now a lot more 2-stops on that, and there's going to be close. Hayward with a penalty as well, and Jordan's just carved past a couple of drivers. Nice move in turn 9, and he just manages to keep it together. Just managed to keep it together. He's having another go at, he was having another go at Justin. Yeah, he just got through Hayward, and now he's looking to size up Golden. Size up Golden before the end of the straight. Not quite. He will be quicker, and he'll get him on this straight, I'm pretty sure. As Justin gets Composite, who's on older mediums, and I think Jordan's likely to get it. Brandon up the top. There's a fight for the lead of the race now. Jordan does get Composite at turn 1, and Yai gets Golden as well, and Hayward is off around turn 3 and loses possessions. Yari now with a 3-second penalty, trying to carve his way through. Brandon got past Proud Noob as we just about caught, and now the two Renaults are right next to each other. Bogrowski, avoid the wall, don't do that. Oh, well, at least you're not out of the race. Oh, that's a dangerous move, and he's has collected the Williams going through. Dangerous move into turn 10, attempt on Yari, and he spun around and then got collected by one of the McLarens coming through as well, and that's wing damage. That's a bad time for the Williams driver of Composite. Gap's starting to get a bit wider now. Race starting to settle down a bit, except from Cassell and Sam. I don't know, was it Sam that had the incident? Actually, Cassell's into the pits, and Nicky through on Sam. I wonder, trying to see. Yes, I think Sam's got a. No, he doesn't. He's just a bit slow at this point. Liam and Ferrari Vines having a battle through turns 2 and 3. As well as Hayward, he just came right through there. And he's got past Liam. Hines has managed to fight his way back into the points. There's a yellow and... Oh, Hines, that's a bit slow. There was a yellow. Oh yeah, he's wide. Very wide. He's going to lose a position. He's lost a position to Sam Bogrowski. Liam's just watching this pull off. He's nice overtake. Don't actually know if it was intentional, but he made it work. Got past Hayward in turn 10, and he's maybe looking to get Hines into turn. No, he didn't get him into turn 11. So, yeah, he falls a wee bit down the field. The gap is starting to come out. Interesting. It's a 5-second gap from Nikia to Golden. We'll be missing Justin coming back to the field as well as we watch the battle in the mid. Proud Noob gets passed by Jordan. It's really nice battling. I don't think he'll be close enough here, but he'll gain, and he'll probably have a go later on. Oh, the battle down for 10th place. It's still raging on between these three drivers. What a battle here we have got between Liam, Hayward and Ainz for the final points place possession. And just up the road we've actually got the battle for 6th as well, which is between 4 drivers, so Yari, he's still trying to get in here, and that's Justin at the end of the next straight at turn 11, gets past and regains the race lead. Sam and Yai are battling with each other, both with penalties, of course. That's actually allowing Bogorowski to do a good job. Sam goes wide, and that's actually going to give Bogorowski the run through the corner and get the overtake done. Late braking by Sam to try and keep the position, but he just goes wide again. That gives Bogorowski the position, but it gives Sam DRS. Jordan didn't quite manage to get past Brandon, and Proud Noob is still there. So yeah, and just for fun, that battling that we've seen there has now allowed Hayward, Liam and Ainz to pretty much join onto the back of that battle. Is getting right onto the back of Nikia now. He's pulling away from Bogorowski, who's the head of the battle for 8th. Let's see, yeah, he's going to have a go, I think, into turn 9. No, he backs out of that one. He knows he's got the DRS for the next straight, and yeah, he does know he's got that DRS, and he's got the job done before the braking zone. Just about. Hayward's actually fallen. Oh, and well, Gary must have made a mistake, because Nicky got back through and Bogorowski is right on his tail. Bogorowski runs wide. Wow, that was Cassell's got an overtake done into turn 11 as well. They've got Doppyman behind. That'll be coming through as well. Bogorowski's doing a good job here. Let's watch the overtake of Yai. He's getting through again on Nikia, but hopefully this time he can hold it. He's now 6.5 seconds away from 5th place Golden. He needs to get a move on up the field. Doppyman gets bastions at the back. Bogorowski, he's trying to stay up with Nikia as Yai starts to pull away, at least at this point. He's outside the DRS. Nikia trying to get back in, but it's not happening. And now he's done what he had to do, get through that traffic, who are still battling side by side through turn 11. A slight touch, but Hayward is through. And Bogorowski is still in this battle, which is good for him, very good for him. I think Ainz lost a couple of positions earlier, but we missed in all that battling. Liam looking to get through, looking to get past, not through, looking to get past the C5 driver Bogrowski. And on the straight, looks like he'll do it, and we'll keep an eye on this, but we've also got, yep, Liam gets through. And, oh no! There is contact between Hayward and Nekia. It sends Nekia off the track in turn 3. Of course, battling. Sam's made a big mistake there as well, so he's lost ground. Brandon's doing an excellent job on these hards. He's still in front of Jordan. There's only a 4-second gap to Justin. Justin was able to fill a much bigger gap at the beginning of the race, so that says a lot. He's also closing in. He's still got 4 seconds to close in. A bit of a slide there for Jordan, but he's now got DRS and overtake. I could also say that Proud Noob's doing a decent job as well. He's not too far behind us still as Jordan gets through, and Brandon doesn't fight it. He knows that his fight is more likely to be with Proud Noob, with him needing to make a pit stop, Proud Noob needing to make a pit stop, and the 2 drivers in front also, I'm sure, needing another pit stop. The only driver that really could, well, not the only one, I think, but the only one that could go to risk going to the end would be the 2 Ferraris, actually. It'll be very difficult for them to even do that. Sam H runs a bit wide, still trying to catch back up. Dragon's still not in that points paying position. Brandon, he's actually hanging in there. He's about to fall out of DRS. In fact, Composite's out the race. I'm not sure. Let's see, it is a safety car, so we'll hang here with Nekia. It looks like it's at the hairpin corner that he's either had a crash. There is guys pitting. Oh, I know exactly what's happened there. That's a horrible way to go. Done it myself before. I watch me be wrong and it be something else, but I imagine what's happened there for Composite is he's put his he's went wide, got onto the really bad part of the curb on the exit of the flowing middle sector, and that's just spit him out into the wall. It's a shock when it happens. You don't see it coming, and that has happened to me. So a bunch of guys have pitted again. So the top 6 have pitted, and actually everyone's pitted except from Dopey Man, who probably is going to try and take the hards to the end from lap 10. So we'll see. There shouldn't be too much of a difference. Brandon's went on the soft, so I'd like to see him getting the softs to last as long as he thinks they can last. That's going to be a difficult one. It will help him at the beginning for sure, but I think they'll fall off. The mediums should last the laps that they'll need, so this has worked out great for Proud Noob and great for Golden, although Golden probably didn't feel that way when he started in 2nd place and he's in 5th. It's great for Justin and Jordan as well, of course. He pitted for hards, trying to to think. I think he could have done mediums, I really do. Because he started on the mediums. Oh wait, nope, he couldn't do mediums. That was his planned pit stop. That's my fault. Yeah, that is his planned one stop, and it's the same with all the hard runners as well. It was actually their planned stop. That worked out absolutely perfectly for them. It worked out absolutely perfectly for all the guys that started on the mediums to do their hard stop now, or if they had already done it, of course. So, the two safety cars have definitely shaken things up. But yes, I agree, Kelly. I think Brandon has overestimated what the softs can do. As discussed earlier, they are a horrible race tyre. Great qualifying tyre, but absolutely horrible for the race. To even drag that as far as you need to do, this is much farther than what you have to do to drag a soft hard strategy. There's a reason why all the guys that started on the softs pitted as soon as the first safety car came out in lap 4 or lap 5, is because it's a really bad race tyre, and that cancelled out a pit stop for them, which allowed them to easily do a 2-stop and not lose anywhere near as much time. And now they got a safety car to allow them to do that second stop under safety car conditions as well, which the majority of the field have actually done all the pit stops under safety car conditions, unless for other reasons they have pitted at a different time. Doppy Man, I think he's trying to take them to the end from lap 10, which is definitely possible, and the hard safety car here will actually help that. It's just whether or not that will actually be too slow against the new hards, although the degradation shouldn't really be that much of an issue, at least at the beginning. At the end, it may become a bit more of an issue. So, earlier it was Proud Noob taking the restart, now it is Justin. Let's see, can Jordan get a good start here? A good restart, I should say, here. Who's going to judge it? Actually, yeah, he's got past before the start finish line, I think, but Proud Noob just about gets break before he puts Jordan, but Brandon easily gets through. And Yari goes way wide and loses a position to Golden and Liam and Doffy Man. And now he's down to 8. He's making this one difficult for himself. Mistakes definitely creeping in there. I don't know if he was pushed wide or just went wide. Guy though back on the chase very quickly, going for getting a much better line than Doffy Man, but it's not going to be that simple. Brakes, gets the turn in, a little tap, which will definitely lose him some time there. He were too far behind to take advantage. Proud Noob, he will be delighted where he is. Brandon, if you're going to do anything, you really need to make these softs work right now, and take the lead and make a gap. Because this isn't going to work for you unless you use those tyres to their maximum effect at this point. And in fact, he's lost time. He's now already outside DRS. He's back in now. Justin with the fastest lap, even though Brandon's on softs. That's something, and we'll see. AI, he's making the move on Doppy Man into turn 1. Will he get it done? He's got the inside line. It's perfect. He blocks off any switchback chance, and he's up into 7th. There is a battle back here, what we've seen in the background. Dragon Duck's trying to squeeze his way through as well, but he can't. Brandon seems to be picking it back up. Maybe he didn't get the tyres warmed up. Which is even worse because it means he's got less laps to use the tyres. He's braking very late. That's going to lose him time. Proud Noob seems to have done similar. So gets no benefit. The gap seemed to have actually stretched a lot more earlier after this safety car restart, but we do have Hayward and Doppyman here. They're very evenly paced, as I've seen throughout the season. Two very good drivers. Same with Sam, who's right behind this. And also trying to fight to get back into the points. Justin with another fastest lap. Still not breaking the DRS though, so Jordan definitely, and Brandon for that matter, not too far behind on pace. The only issue for Brandon, in fact, dragging into the pits and getting a penalty as well. Nikia and Cassell having a battle there through turn 3, both getting through unscathed. Good driving. Brandon's actually now fastest in sector 1, but he's a little bit stuck behind. These guys are gapping Proud Noob pretty well, but this is Proud Noob's best chance for really good points, possibly a podium if he can keep the Ferrari behind. Because as I said, I'm sure Brandon will need to pit. If he doesn't pit, then I'm also sure that he'll lose heaps of time at the end and won't be able to defend. I'm absolutely sure. Yeah, he's trying to come back to the field. He's on hards. Oh my god, he almost lost it on that curb. The battling that Doppyman and Hayward are doing, not helping them in any pursuit to catch. Yeah, but talking about catching and passing, Brandon's now really got those tyres working for him. 4 laps in though, it won't be for too long. There we go, he gets past Jordan. Jordan, who knows that he's probably going to get past Brandon. The only people here, and the only thing that could really stop Proud Noob here is his, I'm touching the wrong, is his penalty that he's got, and the fact that Jordan is catching him. It's a 3-second time penalty, which would drop him to 6th at the moment. Now he needs to get past these guys and then make a gap, so that'll be very interesting. The only person to do, there's only 2 people, yeah, the only person to do a proper one stop has been Proud Noob, who's now got a 6-second penalty by a blatant unfortunate corner cut that we've seen on camera. Golden was chasing, so that's 6 seconds, so that in itself is really going to damage Proud Noob's chances now. The time goes by in these races. There is only 8 laps to go as Golden just fires by, and well, Yai also just fires by Liam as well, and Dickie does the same on Cassell, but that's for 12. Not the same in the DRS chain here, but a mistake by Sam allows the Ferrari man to get back into the... Oh no! Just up front, Hayward gets wing damage there. Touching the back of Doppyman. Bit closer comfort there. As Cassell gets 3-second time penalty, as Liam stays on the back of this. Yai quickly catches Proud Noob. He's in 6th now. It won't be long till it's 5th, I'm sure. The penalties situation will definitely, I was going to say will definitely help yeah, but no it won't. He's just picked up another one. It's now a 6-second penalty for him. He will get the move done, but or I say he will get the move done, it's a bit unfair of me. As I say that, Hayward starts dropping with the damage that he's got, and yeah, no surprise he hits. He'll be going on to softs to the end and hoping to make up for it. As yeah, actually gets past Proud Noob. Proud Noob tries to get a better run through turn 2 and 3. He does get DRS, but yeah, he's pulling away even with the DRS. He's got his teammate to worry about now, and Liam, who'll be coming up behind him. Wow, yeah, he is just done a purple first sector on 6 lap hards when there's people out in 6 lap mediums and 6 lap softs. Brandon just hanging in there relatively well, but those softs are going to drop off very soon, I am sure. He's just outside DRS. He really needed to get past both of these guys and make a gap early on. He made a good or decent gap to Jordan, so it's we'll see how it works out. As guy is now catching Golden. He's got TRS, he's not using overtake airs now. Will he get close enough? I think he will. He's going to make a go for it. Ferrari is on the inside line, but wow, yeah, he's just so quick. He easily gets that done. Proud Noob. Just behind that, maybe hoping for something to happen, but didn't quite get there. Or maybe hoping for them to battle a bit more. But actually, Proud Noob, he's actually really caught Golden very quickly. Is it going to be a move into the hairpin? It is a rather strange move, still side by side. Thought if he would go to the outside, he wouldn't try to go even more outside. I thought he'd try the inside, but he did not. Yeah, that turn in there wasn't great. Actually, I think put Liam off, and there's a decent gap to the battle for 8th place. And as he's bottled it at turn 10, or I'm not sure. I think there may have been contact. I don't know, but from what I know, it's either he bottled it or there was contact. That's a big shame. So he just got himself back into the points. Nikia though, he's managed to get up into 10th place, back into the points. Hayward's got past Dragon. He's had a bad race, both Hayward and Dragon. Brandon did have to pit, that's no surprise. 5 laps to go. What on earth is he able to do? Is he actually, he's going to drop outside the points. Oh no, he's going to drop to 10th. Cassell, yeah, he has dropped to 12th. Down to 12th. He's got a lot of overtaking to do in 5 laps. And it puts the guy that said, I'm not going to do qualifying, I've won the championship already, is on the podium. Justin has managed to pull a gap. As, oh god, that was, we just seen the pirouette at turn 4 there. So there's Zayn's getting a place back. He's now in 12th as the AlphaTauri. Done. Proud Noob still on Golden. He just actually seems to have a lot more pace at this stage of the race. Dan Golden, can he get through the hill? Guy is chasing down Jordan, who does have good pace but is definitely falling off. you know, if Brandon just went on to mediums or hards, he would have had a good, he would have had a really good podium. Oh, the two McLarens, Sam's got past Doppyman on the straight, and Brandon obviously with the better tyre at this point. Another set of softs, blitzes past Cassell and takes 10th place. Proud Noob's fighting to get close enough. Oh, he almost pirouetted. Touching that curve can be a bit deadly, as composite I've found out. Well, at least I'm pretty sure that's what happened. That can spit you into the wall right on the other side of the track. Not a very nice feeling when that happens to you. We do have Yao, he's catching. Golden managed to pick up a 3-second penalty. Let's just make sure. Proud Noob's on 9 now. Oh, it'll drop him to, at the moment, it'll drop him to 6th. He'll only lose the 1 place. At the moment, Golden's getting the getting that final position, but no longer will he be getting that position, as he has now made that gap more than 3 seconds and has also passed Jordan into turn 1, actually before turn 1. He's got a fair few laps to try and catch Justin. Can he do it? We shall see. Proud Noob though. In fact, Brandon getting past Nick here. They're actually side by side. Cuts through. Brandon gets the position. Oh, yeah, is actually pulling. Wait, Ainz is now pitted. He's just gone for a fastest lap at this point. Proud Noob would love to have a go. Who's? It's one of the back markers. I think it was Dragons that's lost it. Being Jordan with it being the Alfa Romeo colour, but it wasn't. He wasn't that far around. Proud Noob still after Golden. It won't mean anything in terms of the race, unfortunately for him, whether he gets him or not, but a bit of pride battling up in 4th. He'll get 6th at this point. His teammate behind. The gap's too big to Sam, and Sam's got 6 seconds. He's got a penalty himself. We'll check how much that penalty is. It's 3 seconds, but it's still, the gap is too big. I'll take that away. We would need the gap to beat 6 seconds. Yai is pulling in this gap, but is it going to be quick enough? Will he be close? He might be close on the last lap. Proud Noob, he's been on the back of Golden for a very long time. He's just not able to get that move complete. Brandon is in clean air, still actually not setting fastest laps, which is a little bit disappointing, but he's catching Doppyman, who in turn is getting Sam, his teammate. There's a massive gap ahead of that. In fact, Doppyman makes a bit of a mistake. Brandon now way within the DRS zone. Obviously nowhere near catching into turn 11. Dragon's not going to finish last, at least not at this rate, as Bolgorowski pits. He's looking to do a fastest lap. Or something like that. I think Brandon's just trying to get as many points as he can get with the strategy of putting on the softs not really working. Not like anybody really expected it to work. Of course, Doppyman has got DRS off of Sam, so it's actually going to be quite difficult if Doppyman loses the rear, which will give Brandon a chance into turn 4. Not close enough. Oh, he's actually got side by side. Oh my god, side by side through this section. Great driving, still side by side. Oh my god, what a battle these guys are having through the second sector, and Brandon pulls it off through the hairpin. It has allowed Sam to get away somewhat. The gap at the front now coming down a lot less. But actually, Jarl, I think, now has the gap he needs. Jarl has the gap he needs. Yeah, he has the gap that he needs to stay in the podium position, I believe. Proud Noob still looking. Brandon, I mean, it was absolute excellent battling through that second sector and getting the move done, but it probably has cost him 7th position. But although if he didn't get it done, he wouldn't even be in 8th. So let's see what can be done in this final. Golden struggling, Proud Noob catching. It's pretty much as it has been. Oh, he gets on that curb and nearly spins himself out. Proud Noob might have a chance at least on track. Too many penalties though, unfortunately for him. Let's actually watch this. Brandon is within DRS. Cassell gets a 3-second time penalty. The gap at the front is now 2 seconds. I want to see if Brandon can get past here. Proud Noob's not gonna get past. He needs a lot of overspeed to do this, and it's not gonna quite happen. And on his return to racing in C4, Justin in his Renault takes the win in Bahrain. And Yari from back to second on track. Let's see the gap. Just didn't make enough of a gap to Justin. Brandon gets Brandon gets Sam into the final corner, and somehow still has DRS. Makes it to the line in 7th place. Actually, not a bad recovery. Leon 4th again, not bad recovery either. Golden not quite having the pace during the race. Proud Noob, he'll be happy I think with 6th, considering he started back in 17th. Brandon 7th, Doppyman 8th, Nicky 9th, Sam in 10th in the end with the penalties, and Nicky making up possessions. Excel just outside the points in 12th, Hayward 13th, Ains, the one to finish, hits the wall. I don't actually think finishes because he broke his wheel, so that's 14th. Dragon, oh no, Dragon's still to finish. Ains did finish, crashed after the line. Bogrovsky got lapped, he's in 15th. Composite crashing out of the race around lap 14-15, bringing out the second safety car. Dragon Ducks finishes it off in his Alfa Romeo in 15th. I'd say we gave us a great race there. Good job to the drivers. And it was fantastic battling throughout the race. I'm going to see if any of the drivers, any of the top 10 would like interviews for you guys. or not. All the J's win the race today, or the podium anyway. I'll have to actually set up a party as well. Such a bit of a rush, really, to get the stream up as quickly as possible, that I hadn't done that yet, but we should be okay. Let me just do that for you guys. If this will work for me. Okay, right, take a bit of time. Just trying to get people in. But let's say it was an absolute fantastic race from start to finish tonight. And took a while, but we actually do have Yai here from his back of the grid. We won't say exactly the back of the grid because things happened in qualifying that stopped that, but what was it, 15th to 3rd, second on track but 3rd overall. If you just want to explain the race, all the battling, and a few mistakes, which are quite rare, I think, from you.
Yeah, I got a new wheel, so I was testing it out today, so that's why I'm a little bit struggling, because I need to get used to it. So, yeah, I think it's not an excuse, but I just installed it 5 minutes before the race, so didn't have any practice on it.
Ah, so it was kind of a last minute switch.
Yeah, my pedals didn't work 15 minutes before the race, so I was struggling to get them working, and then finally I got them working. So, but that's the main reason why I was struggling a bit at the beginning. At the end, I was feeling a bit better. I got better pace, but yeah. Still did some nice overtakes, so...
Yeah, there was a lot of great overtaking and battling throughout that race. Um, I was going to ask if you could, if you've got Justin, if you could add him.
Oh yeah, I can. I
Yeah,
don't know if I have him.
he said I have him, but I can't find him on the on my list. So, good evening, Jordan, and a good race from you. I think a bit helped out by the safety car as well, but you made it work. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. A weird race with the safety car. Like, you get well, second position, but everyone stopped on the soft tire and just got road creamed by safety car.
I think he's all got it very early on. I was literally saying that the soft is horrible, and it's even hard.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and it's hard to take even the hard to the end after coming off of the soft. But I think it. Mhm.
the safety car come out lap six. So the hard one when you go to the end, the best option was the medium. So
Yes.
whoever jumped on the mediums had the best shot. Even if there wasn't another safety car doing something better than the hard tire. But I don't know. What strategy did you use?
Yeah, I did actually medium, medium, hard.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, I did medium, medium, softs. I started on the mediums, then I pitted for the mediums after the first safety car, and then I go to hards with on the other safety car. So
Yeah,
yeah, I thought the
that's so much pace for you.
yeah, because of the hards, I guess the mediums were degrading a lot. So
I think they're like 60% or something.
yeah, my
Yeah.
hards were only 35,
Yeah,
so that's why.
Someone actually did take the gamble to go into the softs in that last safety car, and everyone in the chat and myself was saying that was not a good idea. That was Brandon who
I
dropped.
think
Uh,
the mistakes.
yeah, yeah.
Because I was just, I knew they had me again as well, but I wouldn't have bothered bothering to catch him.
Yeah, I guess that was the case. To be fair, I was surprised that he wasn't able to actually pass yourself and Justin with the advantage that he would have had with the softs at the beginning, and then obviously I would have expected you to then pass him back or him to have to pit. And I think Justin's joined us now. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So I guess a bit of well, a great return for yourself tonight, and a win coming back into the onto the C4 league. How was it from your end?
Well, yeah, it's bad that I have to work these days on Wednesday, so that I miss these C4 races. But tonight, yeah, lucky to join again, and yeah, getting this win is wonderful actually.
I think the challenging thing for you would have been the safety car restarts. I think you lost a couple of positions off the first restart, but then gained them back.
Yeah, after the first safety car, I had some issue passing some guys. Also felt some pressure from behind me to keep pushing and yeah, trying to use that ERS button. So yeah, luckily got past Proud Noob, who gave me a hard time in Sector 3, but yeah, luckily to pass him and move on. And yeah, that last safety car, yeah, I felt confident to stay ahead. But when that soft runner, I don't know who it was, Hayden or something?
Brandon, yes.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I thought like he would pass me, but I kept him like 1.1, 1.2 seconds away from me, so he couldn't use that DRS. So yeah, after 6 or 7 laps, I knew his tires were gonna degrade at some time, and even he decided to pit. So yeah, that gave me a lot of space and room to just yeah to keep it clean.
Yeah, I think we think that was probably, well, we know it was definitely a mistake in terms of strategy. We would probably guess it was a mistake in terms of the actual choice as well, because that.
Yeah, when I saw Brandon pitting on the softs, I already knew it was a big mistake to do that. That was like he was going in front. I was thinking, am I going for the mediums, softs or hards? Yeah, then no, not softs. We have
Not soft.
still 13 laps to go.
Yeah, the
So
soft
yeah,
can barely
I
do
only
9.
had fresh hards. So yeah, let's put them hards and let's see. And still at the end, I got some great pace. So
Yeah, actually, Brandon came through and it finished 7th in the end, so he had great pace at the end. Just he would have finished higher up, I think, if he had the mediums or the hards at the end, of course. And also Justin commenting on Proud Noob also having a great race tonight as well. So I'd like to. Yeah, really good job there. Yeah,
There was, I don't know who the other red one was.
oh, Bogorowski.
Bogorowski.
I thought at one point, like, he was ahead because he started on mediums. So I pulled back a bit and then I looked at the dyno and the dyno came so I just went up 5 seconds. So I think the safety car was a bit.
Oh well.
But yeah, I don't think anyone gets past each other, especially with your over that.
Yeah, a choice,
some
your own choice to start at the back tonight.
Maybe start on the set.
Setting them back.
well, I made like 5 mistakes and I lost places. So yeah, let's see if the next race, when I get used to the new wheel, I can challenge for the win, even if I'm starting from the back. Let's see.
Oh well, there we go. There's the
But
big threat being put
I
out
had a great
for
race
Brazil.
yesterday in C1.
Yes, I mentioned that when we got the stream up and running. It was at P4 I heard you got in C1.
Yeah,
That
I
is,
came over the finish line in P2, so but I already have a penalty, a 3-second time penalty in lap 21, I believe. So yeah. Sorry? What do you mean?
they're asking where you were cheating.
Oh yeah, because of track limits.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, I think yeah, I don't really remember actually.
surprisingly there was quite a few.
Yeah, today I had
penalties.
6, but at the beginning today I was struggling because I had to win some places and I was struggling. Need to dive. Yeah, it was hard. With the new wheel starting from the back, didn't practice on it. Yeah, it's pretty hard to overtake because you don't want to. I also have every assist off, so yeah, when you're getting used to a new wheel, that's pretty
Difficult,
hard.
yeah. Well, I just want to put my final
Yesterday I didn't
congratulations.
use it, by the way.
Alright, so it was
Yes,
your old wheel yesterday, but your new wheel today.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got to say congratulations to all three of you, and for the drivers that we've also mentioned, as well as the whole grid, for putting on an absolutely fantastic race tonight in Bahrain, and I look forward to seeing you guys go around Brazil again. So from that, I'll
USA first. I believe USA was first, right? We had to. I think.
was it? Is it USA first? Well, it's
Yeah,
one
I think
of them.
USA first.
Okay, right, it's USA then next time
Yeah.
round. Okay, right. I wasn't sure which way they put it. Okay. Okay, so
Going to practice right away now. On my new wheel.
so I'll take back. Good luck next week at the Circuit of the Americas, and I'm happy to join you then as well.